A good morning to you. We are walking into this new week like we know it'll be a great one.
It is a great one, especially if you're starting with us on another edition of Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, we never get it wrong.
So grab your coffee, sit tight. We'll be doing this all the way till almost 9 a.m. this morning. I'm Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. So we're online right now at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. For comments, ensure you use our hashtag. It's a very nice hashtag, I have to say.
Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
Twitter,
Facebook, Instagram.
Yes, indeed.
Use it all over.
Now, food brings a smile to everyone's face. But when the food is really good, the possibilities are endless.
Especially with Uncle V in the kitchen. He's going to be there with his first time on the show, and something tells us, hey, he's going to have us wanting a bite.
Hey, Uncle V, how's it going, man?
It's going all right.
Hey.
Hi, guys. Good morning. It's such a pleasure to have some good-looking chap with me in the kitchen. You know, I like them. Wow, looking fresh.
Make sure you take lots of photographs, MM.
Well, some kitchen
as evidence for later.
How's your weekend, guys? How's your weekend?
Good.
Working weekend for me. I'll tell you all about it later.
Yeah.
Mondays are for our This Week in History. That's the day we do it. And of course, we have a couple of notable events in history that we need to bring to your attention later on the show.
And of course, we know how the ladies love to enhance their beauty with makeup and everything else that completes the look. To prepare our Muslim sisters for the Eid al-Kabir celebration, Biodo Kuye will be showing us some pretty henna designs to inspire the ladies out there.
And our friends from V-Connect will also be joining us to tell us more about the services that they provide on their amazing platform.
Yeah, like we always say, art comes in different forms and can be appreciated in different ways. We have a couple of talented individuals joining us to show some extreme physical flexibility and contortions. Yeah.
It freaks me out sometimes when I see that stuff.
Yeah.
And of course, we love Mondays. We absolutely love them. Why? Because it's for motivation. Ovie Benetier will be back talking to us about how to stay contented in different phases of life. Yeah,
finally, Nigerian hip-hop artist Vector the Viper will be joining us for a chat and a performance. Looking forward to it.
But if they know where you're going, then go block your route.
Hey guys.
Yeah, hi.
So the weekend is over.
Yeah, but there was something sad that we heard over the weekend that, you know, I consider it sad news to lose someone, you know.
He was 80.
Yeah, but...
Wait, first of all, he was 80. He passed on in the presence of his family, his wife, his kids.
After a long...
So are you saying we should say it's happy news?
You don't get it. I always say this, and I come again, I would say it at any point. It gets to a point whereby it's a celebration. He gave so much of his life. I mean, the president, the current Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, said something. He said Kofi Annan was the UN. And do you know why he said so? When he says, I was wondering, was he not patronizing him just because he has passed on? But then remember that Kofi Annan and the UN jointly picked a Nobel Peace Prize. So he picked it with the UN as a body. Yeah. So when he says that Kofi Annan was the UN, I can understand that sort of embodiment. So yes, it's a celebration. He gives so much. At one point growing up, I thought he was the president of the world. Every time there was Kofi Annan everywhere. This man has to be the president of the world. A diplomat par excellence. It was something else.
It was a man of peace.
A man of peace.
Peacemaker. Even after he was, after years, many years after, more than 10 years after he retired, he still went on, you know, peacekeeping missions, talking to people, warring factions, trying to see how you could have peace in, you know, different countries in Yemen, from Yemen to Eastern Europe, everywhere.
In fact,
Kofi Annan was everywhere. Yeah.
I was reading this, I was looking at this report, and they said one of his biggest failures, in quotes, was that he could not stop the US incursion of Iraq. And, you know, the president said, look, there was almost nothing anybody could do about it, but he really didn't want it. So it was all through celebration of life. He did so much, you know, people posting videos and all of that. And, you know, something many people don't know, he married, his first wife was a Nigerian.
Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Titi Alakija. That's
Really?
her name. Yeah.
Titi Alakija.
Okay.
Well, Titi and
Now that is some food for thought, really.
You know,
I didn't know that.
His first wife was Nigerian, so yeah, that's why they had the first son, Kojo, and all of that. So
ripe old age of 80.
80, wonderful, celebration of life.
So we get it when you say celebrate, right? But
Celebration,
it is
man.
still sad when you hear that someone has passed on. I don't know. has been very silent.
Yeah,
talking about this.
Well, I don't know what to say regarding Kofi, because I mean, right now I'm going through a moment here.
Yeah.
I'm going through an emotional period. You guys all know that. So you know, anything that connotes, you know, loss,
someone
and stuff,
passing,
it's quite emotional for me. Yeah. So if you know,
So
so I'm
the
kind of
family-
tearing up already.
the
so,
family-
yeah.
the
it's kind of
family
emotional for me.
will
So I guess that's
definitely
why I'm
miss it,
silent, because I
you
really
know.
don't want to talk about that right now.
All the best.
It's fine. It's fine.
So-
We're all human.
Yeah, what else happened over the weekend?
Okay,
You
so
were working. No, don't tell us. Don't tell
I
us.
was working. I was working.
You were
throughout.
chopping money. No, don't tell us. You were chopping
But
money.
I'll tell you guys while the news is going on.
Yeah, well, before the news, I mean, quite a number of things happened. Don't forget also that on Thursday, there's going to be
Closure of
the Third Mainland Bridge. Finally, it's here. So,
It's finally
you know, we begged them not to do it last month. So, but finally, it's happening. So, yeah.
Make preparations, people.
I wish it happened during the break, during this Salah break, actually.
Yeah. All right. I think it's time for us to go to the news now. Ugochi is back.
Yes, she is.
Hi, good morning, everyone. And to the news, the demolition notice issued on a media outfit by the Oyo State government has been effected. Bulldozers on Sunday morning moved to site of the structure located along the Arealao-Arishakola bypass in Ibadan to demolish parts of the edifice, which authorities there insist breached the physical planning laws of the state. Contravention notices have been served to different business consortium in Oyo State, and what government says is a major move against property owners who deviated from the originally approved building plans without seeking physical planning approvals. This media outfit had been in the eye of the storm, but government eventually made good its demolition threat. The development sparked widespread criticism from many residents who say they are not happy about the development. And the national leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has joined the rest of the world to pay tribute to the late Kofi Annan. Tinubu described the death of the former UN Secretary General as a loss to Africa and the entire world. He says Annan will be remembered for his remarkable role in ensuring stability of democratic governments in Africa. The Nobel Prize laureate died on Saturday at the age of 80 after a brief illness. And Taraba State Governor Darius Ishaku has distanced himself from the attack on the convoy of Minister of Women Affairs Aisha Al-Hassan. Ishaku says neither the state nor the PDP sponsored thugs to attack Al-Hassan during the by-election in Takum. Al-Hassan had, in an exclusive interview with TVC News, accused Governor Ishaku of sponsoring miscreants to attack a convoy with stones. And in preparation for tomorrow's Eid al-Kabir celebration in Nigeria, Lagosians' reaction to the price of ram comes with mixed feelings, especially at the Magboro Ram market in Agege Motor Road, Lagos.
I was here to purchase a ram. Then the price to this year price is somehow higher, maybe like 30% higher than last year. You understand? So, and I don't know what caused this. I call a friend in North. He told me the price over there is not higher, as in the rate over there is not much the way we are seeing it here. You understand? As in it's lesser in that area than Lagos.
Their price is okay. This 2 ram, I think we can get it for at least 300,000 naira. Yeah, for the 2. We thank God. But I'm not the owner of this ram. It's one of my brother.
The price of this year is very high, but we thank God we are still alive and we have money to buy it. Like this 2 now is of 230. 230. Like last year, I bought the 2 like 120, 130 for the 2.
You can see the Salah fever is very strong, and I'm here to get a ram for my boss. But it's very unfortunately the price. You cut your coat according to your size, but we're still trying to get something. There are different type of ram with sizes with their prices. The recession is making things a little bit harder. But by His grace, we are still going to celebrate it. With the grace of Allah, we know we are going to celebrate it in peace. The smallest one, you can get it for 80, 100, but the biggest one, 250, 240, 250.
We're praying for more grace for those who really need to buy the ram. And with that, it's a wrap on the news now. We'll now bring you the weather forecast.
Good morning and welcome to Sports on Wake Up Nigeria. I am Mike Messikeno. Okay, I love Arabic commentators there. All right, moving on from that. Former world heavyweight champion Tyson Fury will fight Deontay Wilder for the WBC heavyweight title in November or December, says promoter Frank Warren. Fury registered a unanimous points victory over Francesco Pianeta on Saturday in only his second fight since returning from a 2.5-year spell out of a sport. The Mancunian is now set to challenge world champion Wilder in the USA. Fury's promoter Warren disclosed that all terms have been agreed to by both parties for sport. The Mancunian is now set to challenge world champion Wilder in the USA. Fury's promoter Warren disclosed that all terms have been agreed to by both parties and that a date will be set very soon. Okay, so if you love football, if you're a football fan or a social media lover, you'd have come across the Dele Alli Challenge. Now, let's see if you can do it. Over the weekend, a number of people tried it out. There was Folari, my head of programs. There was my director, Mr. Musa. There was also Ronke Alo. Wonderful. She did the best. But then Titi and Yomi are here. I don't know. Even MM, I don't know how many of them want to try this challenge now and see if they can do it. No way, I'm not trying it. Titi, Yomi was very enthusiastic about this challenge. Yomi, you spent the whole weekend working on this challenge. Let's see how well you've been able to do it.
I'm still working on it. It's supposed to have been, so I got it, Ronke taught me on Friday, but I'm still trying to see whether, so I'm still working on it.
Don't break your hand though.
Before the show's over.
Don't break your hand. Titi, let's see your own. Let's see your own.
I have no clue what you're doing.
Let's see your own, Titi. Let's see your own.
What?
So you do this.
Yeah.
And then you move your fingers
through
down. And then you turn it around.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you look through the hole.
It's not working.
Okay. Okay.
MM is on point there, MM. Can I see your Dele Alli challenge?
Yeah. Wow, right. Whatever.
MM is not binoculars.
Like this.
Okay.
Like, I'm also trying to be cautious about my makeup so that it doesn't smudge.
All right. So later on, I'll get you pictures and videos of the rest of the crew. For Larry, Mr. Musa, I'm challenging all of you now. Ronke, you're on point. Bimbo, all of you. DBCU, your own is too much. It's you that will do the most. All right, that's all we can take on sports this morning. We'll take a break, and when we get back, Yomi and Titi will be looking at headlines in the papers.
All right, we are going straight to the papers, starting with the Daily Sun. Why Saraki Tambuwal left APC by Tinubu. Senate President not cause for your failure, say lawmakers. A jail threat to looters. Start with your party men, PDP tells Buhari. President won't shield corrupt members, says APC. Aborted by election, police have declared war on rivers, says Wike. Outrage in Ibadan over demolition of Ayefele's music house. And you can see pictures there on the cover of the Daily Sun. And finally, a 3rd Mainland Bridge to be shut for 4 days, starting this Thursday.
We're moving swiftly to the Guardian newspaper. Nigerian Muslims, others climb Mount Arafat in Hajj climax. Traders blame insurgency for high cost of livestock. Police deploy thousands for hitch-free celebration. Of course, on this cover, as well as so many others, the sad image of the music house in Ibadan belonging to Juju musician Yinka Ayefele. So that's on every paper. It says here, don't overheat polity. PFN Methodist Church warns politicians. Benue groups appeal to international community over EFCC's excesses. Hold Senate President responsible for budget delay, says government. Saraki, Tambuwal, others left APC because they wanted automatic tickets, says Tinubu. It also says here, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway on lockdown as tanker spills fuel. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
All right, and then the Vanguard is next. Defections, Tinubu, Tambuwal tango. Saraki, Tambuwal left because their ambitions can be actualized in APC, says Tinubu. Tinubu's wrong. I could face Buhari in presidential primary, says Tambuwal. Oyo government pulls down Yinka Ayefele's music house. Tanker accident leaves commuters, motorists stranded on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. That was yesterday. It was really, really bad. 252 aides dump Tambuwal. They were sacked for disloyalty, says Sokoto government. And finally, INEC budget, presidency, Saraki, APC, PDP, trade words, all on the cover of the Vanguard.
On the cover of the Punch newspaper, it says 2019 polls budget. Saraki, a tax executive, says it lacks foresight. Senate President driving Nigeria to the cliff edge, says presidency. Senator demands audit of National Assembly budget under Saraki. On page 2, more about that. 3,000 have died in Zamfara attacks, says the SSG. Kwere Madu says APC using EFCC, ICPC against opposition. Of course, that same story on all the papers. Outrage as Oyo demolishes Ayefele's 800 million naira radio station and studio. Government to shut Third Mainland Bridge from August 23rd to 26th. Then finally, 13 states set to adopt new mortgage law. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
Well, that's about all that we can take on the newspaper headlines. Lots of news this morning.
It's about time for us to head over to the garden. As always, it's time for an energetic fitness session. Hope you're ready.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. My name is Michael. Today I have this full body workout for you guys. It comprises 5 squats, 10 push-ups, 15 lunges, and 20 mountain climbers. Now I'm going to demonstrate one circuit for you. Then you're going to repeat it for a total of 4 circuits. So I begin. 5 squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go next to 10 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Next up is 15 lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Next up, 20 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So that's one circuit. We are going to repeat it again from the beginning. So another circuit, round 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lunges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Finally, 20 mountain climbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm going to repeat it for 2 more circuits, and that's the end of the workout. So have a nice day, everyone. See you next time.
All right, great one there. Do you work out, Uncle V?
Sometimes, but it's been like a really long while since I did.
Okay, so you should have been joining in the workouts.
Yeah, I think I'll consider that.
Next time, right?
Yeah.
Great. All right, so in the house, making his debut on the show this morning is Uncle V.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so what are you making for us today?
Today I'm making chicken spaghetti stir fry and sunny side up eggs and fried plantain.
Oh, that's quite a mouthful. All right, so we're going to take one dish at a time, right?
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
So which are we making
So
first?
right now we're starting with the chicken stir fry.
Okay.
And first of all, I need the oil.
Okay.
Can I get the oil?
I'll get the vegetable oil for you. Can we talk about the ingredients for the chicken stir fry?
Okay, we have our black pepper.
Yep.
We have our cayenne pepper. We have our curry. We have our salt. We have our thyme. We have our ginger, and we have seasoning.
Yeah.
And we have vegetables here. This green pepper, and this red pepper, and orange pepper. Yeah. We have our carrots and our spring onions.
I love the way you layered your vegetables. Very neatly done. Okay, so in here is our vegetable oil. Is that enough, or you need to add some more?
Add a little.
Okay.
Because we need enough oil for it.
Okay.
So while you're adding that...
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's enough.
Great.
So right now we'll allow our oil cook.
Okay. So we have our water heating up already.
Yeah.
For the pasta, right?
Yeah, for the pasta. Yeah.
Okay, great.
There's this trick I like to use when I'm making my pasta. When I'm parboiling it, I like to put a little vegetable oil inside so it doesn't clog.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it's like a kitchen hack.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
you see, Uncle V came prepared. You know, not just, you know, cooking, he's also giving you hacks that you can work with. Isn't that nice? Oh, Wake Up Nigeria. Okay, great stuff. So do you need me to put in the pasta, or we're just going to allow the water boil some more?
Okay, we can put the pasta now.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to help you with that since you're working with the chicken.
Okay.
Okay, so just in case you're just joining us, we are making chicken pasta stir fry. Yes. And is this how you layer on your pasta?
Sure.
Okay.
When it gets soft, it goes inside.
You know, these are my least favorite kind of pasta.
Why?
Yeah, I don't like
I've heard a lot of people complain about it, but I don't know. It's my favorite.
It's not filling, you know. And we are Nigerians. We like heavy food.
But you don't have to eat that much sometimes, you know.
Yeah, well. Really? Okay. So what's next?
So right now, we have our oil still steaming.
Yeah.
We want it pretty hot.
So which of the vegetables is going in? Is it all of the vegetables going in at once?
No,
or?
no.
Okay.
We'll have our chicken go into the oil, and then we'll have our onion, while we stir fry it for a while. Okay.
Okay. So here you go. So guys, let me give you a little, gist about Uncle V's. So guys, let me give you a little, gist about Uncle V's presence on the show this morning. Yeah. So the minute we learned that you're coming on the show and we saw your picture, everyone was pretty psyched. Like, oh my gosh, man. I hope we're also gonna eat you for breakfast.
Well,
like, we're gonna be having you for
that could be talked about. Okay, I think I have my...
Okay, so we'll go on a quick break now. So basically, this is going in, our vegetables are going in, and then our pasta.
Yeah.
All right, great stuff. So we'll go on a quick break. When we return, there'll be some notable events and happenings this week in history with Yomi and Titi. Stay with us.
All right. We are back talking about this day in history. This week, history is being made every single day when you go through the papers. And it's like, oh, okay, that's history.
Yeah.
That's a bit of history. So it's little additions like that that years later form, the whole history that we understand today.
But then again, I'm actually really happy that a lot of young people are getting into understanding our history.
Yeah.
Which is why a lot of these stories could be something you should take note of, especially if you're a young person these days.
Yeah.
This week in history, on August 22nd in 1911, Leonardo da Vinci's The Mona Lisa, described as the best known, the most visited, the most written about, the most sung about, the most parodied work of art in the world, was stolen. Woof.
Wow.
Now, it doesn't seem possible that this painting could be stolen, but it was. The actual story about how it was stolen, people keeping it shrouded because they don't want anybody to have such ideas ever again.
Yeah.
But this is considered one of the most valuable paintings in the world. It holds the Guinness World Record for the highest known insurance valuation in history at $100 million as at 1962.
Wow.
Which is worth over $800 million as at 2017.
Well, I hope Leonardo da Vinci died rich because it'll just be ridiculous wherever he is now, seeing how much that one painting is worth.
Oh, goodness me. And it's not just one painting. He had so many works of art, so many inventions.
Different things. Inventor, artist, everything.
Everything,
really nice.
It's just
all right,
amazing.
so this week in history, on August 20th, 1923, American country singer, songwriter Jim Reeves was born. Wow, Jim Reeves, way back. Some of the old school people. With records charting from the 1950s to the 1980s, he became well known as a practitioner of the Nashville sound, a mixture of older country gospel, country-style gospel music with elements of pop. Reeves died in the crash of his private airplane, and his songs continue to chart for years after his death. Jim Reeves.
There to lend a helping hand, dear. I love you most of all because you know.
Wow.
Just
Happy
makes you
birthday,
wanna
Jim Reeves.
sway
Very
from side to
nice.
side.
He's
That
just,
voice.
when the... I have a history with Jim Reeves. So when I first started working in Lagos, there was this place at the bus stop where the guy was just always playing Jim Reeves' song. And it was always very sad in the morning. When he plays it really loud so everybody can hear. So you're sitting in the bus and waiting for the bus to fill up.
And it's like...
Yeah, just drones on.
Oh, that drone.
Yeah.
Most of all because you're you.
Oh, what a
You shouldn't listen to Jim Reeves if you have a heartbreak.
You just start crying.
Oh
You
my
start
God.
weeping.
Yeah.
Okay, on August 21st, 1998, Wesley Snipes received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, Wesley Snipes. Who remembers Wesley Snipes? Wow,
New Jack City.
Yes.
And all the big...
Blade.
Oh, yeah, Blade.
And then
Blade trilogy.
he showed up in the latest Expendables movie as well. Let's watch him in action. Blade.
Too much action. What?
That was
action.
Blade.
Too much action. That's,
So, you know, everybody's been going crazy about Black Panther, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Oh, finally a black movie. Blade was the action hero now.
Actually
he was a Marvel hero
He actually was going to, like, about 15 years ago.
Yeah.
He had spoken about being in a Black Panther movie.
Imagine.
He was,
goodness.
already having discussions with them as far back as then, but they didn't think that a black superhero would work at the time.
But Blade worked. It worked 3 times.
Yeah.
Well, 2.5. Let's say 2.5, because the third one didn't really sell that much.
Yeah.
But it was a Marvel character, which was really
amazing.
Really
All right, so on the 21st of August, this day in history, in 1986, Usain Bolt was born. He's a Jamaican 8-time Olympic gold medalist. Bolt won the 100 meters, 200 meters, and the 4x100 meters relay at 3 consecutive Olympic Games. Now, he's the only sprinter to win Olympic 100 and 200 meters titles at 3 consecutive Olympics Games in 2018, 2012, and 2016. Now, due to his achievements and dominance in the sprint competition, he's widely considered to be the greatest sprinter of all time. Usain Bolt.
Yes. And the issue with Bolt is people just couldn't understand how he was doing it.
Yeah.
No matter where he started at the track, whether he was in lane 1, lane 6, he was always just jumping out in front. You know?
I think it's just his surname that is just making him
amazing.
Really, really amazing.
And then there's this guy, Gatlin.
Oh, yes.
The American sprinter Gatlin, for 3 years in a row, was always just behind him.
Yeah.
Always just behind him, Gatlin, from the U.S. And the thing is, people don't remember Gatlin.
Yeah,
people always remember Bolt.
Yeah, because, you know.
Because he won.
Yeah, because he got the gold medal.
But Gatlin, I could always just see that disappointment on his face in all those races. Oh,
he did his
goodness
best.
me.
Well.
On August,
Do we still have time for one more?
Just one more, as quickly as possible. August 20th, 1984, American actor, filmmaker, musician, and political figure Clint Eastwood was also given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, after achieving his success in Western TV series Rawhide. Now, Eastwood is one of the only 2 people to have been twice nominated for Best Actor and Best Director for the same film, Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby.
Didn't hear what the bet was.
Your life. Alive or dead, it's your choice. Let Red go.
And that was the Clint Eastwood we all knew.
You know, I'm probably the only person
who
has seen every single Clint Eastwood movie
No
from the
way.
past 60 years.
Are you kidding me right
Like,
now?
I don't know anyone else
Really?
who has.
Okay, so you have like an archive of Clint Eastwood movies.
Not exactly, but I've seen everyone.
Okay.
Like, I know
okay,
all his
okay.
films, and I've seen every single one.
So the whole gunslinging, the whole Western movies, people weren't really as into it
Yeah.
Until Clint Eastwood took the stage, especially with Rawhide, being a series.
Yeah.
So Westerns were always movies and never series. So Rawhide was the first official series about Western.
And then later
know.
you had guys like John Wayne and the rest of them. Amazing, amazing.
Amazing stuff.
So that's all we got on This Week in History. We hope you learned a thing or two from that.
It's all about you and what we're cooking in the kitchen.
Hey, people.
Thank you very much, Yomi and Titi. Okay, so yeah, we are still in the process of making breakfast with Uncle V. And we are making chicken pasta stir fry, which is almost ready. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. Really good. Okay, so let's run through what you've done so far.
Okay.
Take us through what you've done so far.
Right now, I've we fried the chicken breast for a while before adding the spices. And
so what spices did you use in here?
We added cayenne pepper, curry, thyme, black pepper, salt, and
ginger.
Ginger.
See, I was paying attention. All right. So let's talk about the vegetables.
Okay. You have carrots.
Yeah.
You have green bell pepper. You have yellow bell pepper and
spring onions.
Spring onions and red bell pepper.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what's next?
Okay, right now we're going to stir fry the pasta. Okay. Now there's something I usually do. When I parboil this, I make sure as soon as I'm bringing it out from the fire, that's when I'm frying it, because most times when you keep it and allow it to stay, it gets clogged.
Oh, okay.
You understand? So you have to make sure you're ready with all of this before you add your pasta. Okay. So right now, we are supposed to be using a wok.
Or anything? Okay.
But to substitute for a wok, we're going to use this pot. Okay. So I'll transfer this inside here right now.
So I'm just going to bring this closer.
Okay.
So
and then,
okay,
let me put this here. Right. And then we add our pasta.
All right. That looks really yummy.
Yeah.
Already.
Right now we need to stir it together, yeah.
Okay. And our chicken pasta stir fry is ready.
It's ready.
Great. Ready to
eat.
eat.
Very easy.
So now I'm guessing why you decided to go for slim pastas, because it's very easy to cook.
Yeah.
It's very quick
to
cook.
Very.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. So we're going to leave this for later.
All right.
Where we stir this.
So I'm just going to drop this in.
Okay.
Okay, guys, so we are making chicken pasta stir fry. And that is almost ready. Like I said earlier, we're actually making two different dishes this morning. We are making chicken pasta stir fry and plantain with cinnamon sunny side up eggs. Yeah. So this morning on the show, guys, we're going to be teaching you how to make sunny side ups, because a lot of us actually have, quite a difficulty to, it's difficult to make sunny side ups. I'm having a tongue twisted here this morning. Oh, so it's difficult. Like, I practically had to go online to learn how to make sunny side up, like eggs, I mean. Yeah. Because it's good for presentation. One of those days you just want to surprise your husband. Do something really nice. Not the conventional scrambled eggs or, omelets,
I think the secret behind making the perfect sunny side up eggs is the heat. Usually, people tend to, when they try to cook, they make sure the heat is so high that when you put the egg, before you know it's burning. Yeah. So you need to lower down your heat, reduce it to its minimum, its barest minimum. Okay. It takes time.
So are we almost done with this?
Yeah, we're almost done with this one. It takes time, but when you do that, it comes out like really nice. Yeah.
Okay, so as you can see, our chicken pasta stir fry is almost ready. And chicken breast actually has a lot of amazing benefits, guys. You need to look that up. All right, so we're going on a quick commercial break. Wake Up Nigeria continues. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Now we're in the garden once again, and with us we have Biodun Kuye. Now she, Kuye Gani, right? Kuye Gani.
Yeah,
okay, of course. The hyphen is very important. Now she's here to show us some creative henna. What do they call it? Henna designs?
Yeah,
or
popularly known
henna art?
Popularly known as Lali.
Lali.
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So henna and Lali are the same thing?
Yeah, they are.
They are?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we have our model here, Halima, and I know she's excited to find out what design is coming first. So wait, before you start, are there any rules to doing henna?
There's no rules to do any henna.
Okay.
So all you just need your hands to be clean. Okay. And start the design.
So your hands should be clean?
Yeah.
So you don't have to cream your skin, you don't have to oil it?
No.
Nothing?
Nothing.
All right then. Start. As you're drawing this now,
yeah,
is it just coming from your mind?
Yes. All you need to be is you need to be creative.
You have to be creative?
Yes.
It feels like you're curving your hand in a particular way. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what you're drawing.
It's a flower.
A flower. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Whenever, you know, our Muslim brothers and sisters, or sisters in this case, are preparing for the holidays,
Yes.
do they ask for anything specific when it comes to these designs? Do they ask for flowers all the time, or?
No, not necessarily it to be flower. It can be any design. So, and it's used for all occasions.
All right.
Maybe wedding, maybe ceremony, any occasion. You
Sorry,
can have it
I
done.
lean your hand a little so that people can see what's happening here? Okay, so what it looks like you're doing now is you're shading in what you've already drawn.
Yeah, exactly. I'm filling it in. The flowers.
So something I've also noticed is that you're using something that's inside this bag. What is this?
It's the mixture of the henna.
What is henna made of?
It's herbs.
Herbs?
Yeah.
Is it a herb that can be found just anywhere?
Yes, anywhere.
Okay. So, like this herb now, did you process it? Did you grind it? Did
Yes, we grinded it and added some things to it.
You don't want to tell us what those things are?
Like hydrogen peroxide and other things.
Okay. I'm wondering how long this is going to last on her hand now.
It's going to last for 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Why the nails would last for 3 months.
Give or take. 3 weeks, 2 weeks?
It depends on how you soak your hand in water.
It does look like paint to me. And one thing everyone knows about paint is that while it's wet, you can't touch it. So how long is she going to have to make sure that her hand stays still after you're done?
For just 15 minutes.
So in 15 minutes, this will dry?
Yeah.
We can talk about how it's allowed.
All right.
So it's also very, very Islamic. It's halal.
Halal?
Yeah, for the Muslims.
Okay. What does it mean?
It means it's good Islamically for you to have it on.
It's good?
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm seeing that this is a dark color. Are there other colors of henna?
Yeah, we have the red one.
So just the red and the black?
Yes. We have just 2 colors, the black and the red one.
On the nails as well?
Yeah.
So, okay, I feel like whenever I put anything on my nails, it lasts a lot longer.
This lasts for 3 months.
3 months?
Yeah.
Goodness me. And there's nothing I can do to take it off if I want to take it off? No?
There's nothing you can do.
Oh, my goodness. But what about the one on the skin? If she wanted, for instance, to take it off tomorrow, what would she use to take it off?
All you just need to scrub it with soap
what?
and water. Soap and water. You scrub it very well. Then you can
Scrub
take
it like for like an hour?
No. As if you're just buffing, normal buffing.
But I did buff every day now. So what's stopping it from coming off tomorrow?
No, as in scrubbing, it's concentrating on it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right then. All right, so this design has suddenly got very complicated in my eyes, and in exactly 3 minutes, you've been able to do so much. I guess there's no limit to what you can do with this.
There's no limits.
And I have a feeling patience is also a big deal with this thing, because I'm wondering how you're feeling. Halima, how are you feeling?
So I'm just thinking if she has any formal training with actual drawing.
Okay.
And pen and paper, because this is she's very good at it.
And she's very fast,
there's
right?
a bit of dexterity in what she's doing. She just keeps going and going and going. So I'm wondering if she could draw with pen and paper.
Yeah, so you have some that you've designed on paper before now?
Yes, I do. I have them on templates.
But you decided to do this?
Yes, I have them on templates.
All right, so now we can see that she's completed a particular design now. Let's take a second to look at what you've done. Oh, did I just touch it? I did. I'm sorry, I smeared it. Okay, you see how it looks right there? How do you feel, Halima? Do you like
it's
it?
Pretty. I'm a woman.
We all like pretty things.
Yeah. Exactly.
I have a feeling I'm going to be having a conversation with you about doing this for me.
No problem about that.
All right then. Thank you so much for coming to show us once again.
You're
Biodo Kuyegani
Yeah, you're correct.
has been doing this for Halima. A big shout out to all our Muslim sisters who are interested in looking a little more special because of the holidays. We're going to be heading back into the studio. Wake Up Nigeria continues.
Thank you.
Welcome back. Thank you very much. Wonderful one out there, Titi. I've got, he's no longer a friend of the house, he's now family. Vishal is back here. It's great to have you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mike.
Vishal knows a thing or two about henna. You were telling me something just before now.
Yeah, so it's actually it's actually a tradition in India. Whenever you know, someone is getting married, you normally put henna on their hands.
And you said something about the darkness.
So I don't know, it's a belief, it's a very old belief that, though I don't believe it, but yeah, it's a belief that the darker the color, the more your husband loves you, or something like that. But yeah, you know, India is a country where you have a lot of beliefs and you have different types of gods. So.
All right. So we're not here to talk about henna and Indian beliefs. We're here to talk V-Connect. And of course, there's no better person than Vishal. So today we're talking about, the last time we just touched on the dashboard. We didn't go into details on the dashboard. Right. So today we're going into details on the dashboard. Now this is this a dashboard of a service provider or
this is a
consumer?
live dashboard of a
service provider.
So
okay.
You have, the section is broken down. You have on your top right, you have the amount, that's the balance that is there in his dashboard. Okay. You have the notifications that, you know, each and every time he gets a customer, he gets a notification.
Wow.
He has one email which is unread.
Messages, okay.
Then he has a profile completion score. The reason why we put that on the face so that people can, you know, they know that, okay, they need to complete their profile. So that's why we put it up on their face there. Then you have a subscription status, his visits, reviews, rating, his inquiries, and so on. So most times people use this section of the dashboard, which is the leads section.
The leads, okay.
Where they normally get all their customers. So this is currently live on someone's platform, on someone's dashboard.
Sure, it is live.
So you can see, I can just show you a couple of leads.
Okay.
So
now these are these requests for the personal services?
These are basically requests. So the person is looking for movers and packers. He wants to move personal household items, express delivery at the earliest. He needs it at Ekpe. Okay. He needs to shift body cream. The pickup location Awoyaya. Delivery Lagos, VI, let him pick right away.
What do you mean by estimated budget?
So most times what happens is the user can tell the service provider that this is what I have in mind. So this is just a single cream that he wants to ship from one place to the other. Okay. So it's 1,000 naira.
Okay.
But if the business, for example, like as I know this business personally, he rejected this inquiry because he doesn't do a smaller job.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about bigger haulage and all of that, because this will take maybe a motorbike or something for something like this. You don't need a car and all that.
Exactly. So he does jobs like this. For example, the guy is moving household, standard delivery, agege, bed, mattress, washing machine, etc.
Okay.
So he gave him his price, which is 120,000, and I think they went ahead and did the job. But you see that the estimated budget was just 30 here.
Oh, okay. So when it says 30,
it's just, he could say 30,000, he could say 30 naira, he could say whatever. But yeah, once they speak, they now
gives the price.
So he gave him an introduction price, and I think they went ahead with the business.
This is wonderful. Okay, now let's just round up with this wallet balance here. Yeah. Okay, this is where the service provider can withdraw money. That is the money paid directly into the wallet.
This is like your bank account. You deposit money into your wallet. Each time you complete a transaction with us, we deduct a certain amount from your wallet.
Okay.
So irrespective of whether you make 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, or 1,000, it depends on how you communicate with the service provider and close the deal. But we take a certain amount based on the keyword that you are allotted, based on your service. So if it's an AC repair, we take X amount. If it's a mobile repair, we take Y amount. So it depends on that. And the wallet is just, it's very simple, where you can see what exactly happened. So you have narrations. Completed transaction, we charge 500. We refunded the guy 500. Again, complete. So if I click on this completed, I can still see all the transactions.
Can we do that?
So if I click here, it shows debited your account on this. Basically, we reserve the amount, we debited it, we debited the person. If I click on Yemi, I can see the complete inquiry, this was the inquiry.
Okay.
So you can see
so
that.
From what I see, it's averagely 500 naira. That's what's it, which is quite very okay.
Yeah, depends on service to service. So, for example, movers and packers is about 500. If you're into real estate and properties, it's about 1,000. So it's not. See, the whole idea is not to charge customers. The whole idea is to introduce them so that they can conclude the business.
Conclude the business. Wonderful. Thank you very much, Vishal. It's always great having you. Next week, we're looking forward to having one professional, and we'll see how move forward from there.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. It's always great having Vishal. All right, that's all we can take on VConnect this morning. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a short break. And when we get back, it's the second half of the show. Going right up.
All right. Well, I'm guessing Mike was carried away there. Okay. So quickly, yeah, let's talk about... remember I said we are making plantain and cinnamon sunny side up eggs. So right now we're about to take you through quickly on how to make your sunny side up eggs. So quickly, Uncle V, should we get to it?
So for sunny side up eggs...
Yeah. What do you need? Do you need vegetable oil?
All we need is our salt.
Yeah.
And our black pepper.
Can we just get to it whilst we work? Because we really don't have all the time. So let's just move here. Of course, you all know how to make fried plantain. So, I mean, it's pretty easy to fry plantain. Do you need anything?
Yeah, I need a little oil.
Oil, okay, great. So I'm just going to get you oil quickly.
Very little.
Very little, okay. Is that all? Okay. So let's quickly get that ready.
We're going to allow our oil heat up a little.
Okay.
Then
okay. All right.
Eggs, I need a knife.
Okay, a knife.
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to use a knife specifically?
No, depends on how you like to crack your eggs.
Okay.
Some people like to heat it up and...
All right, so we have to go on a quick commercial break right now. But when we come back, it's important for, us to learn how to make this. So we'll be right back for more on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
Hello once again. It's a brand new week and there's nothing but excitement right here in the studio.
Did you say yo because Vector's around and you just want to show him that you can rap as well? Like, I don't understand what that was all about. Mondays can be a drag.
Yomi knows how to throw shade. Don't forget the whole, I don't know.
Suit and tie. But, Mondays are not really a drag when you're watching Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah.
It can feel that way if you have to get up and go to work, but don't forget that it's a great show, and every single day will bring you the very best.
Indeed, and when it comes to the best in chefs are always right here as well. A brand new one in the studio with us. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. I can't wait to see what he puts together eventually. Yeah. Don't forget my name. My name is Titilayo Onyison. Yes, you need to know me.
They know you.
No,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they know who you are.
I'm trying to show off my hair today. It's a brand new look. Hope you like it.
Well, we saw it on Instagram already. Your followers.
Yomi.
I'm Yomi Owokwe. We are live right now on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can hook up with us. Now, comments. Send in your comments. Every single day, we love your comments. Send them in on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, indeed. A couple of gentlemen, I don't know if I can call them gentle. They're not. You can't be gentle bending backwards like that. They'll be joining us to display some extreme flexibility. Contortionists. Yes, indeed. They'll be here soon enough.
Yeah. And of course, we have, we'll quickly bring you up to speed on Eid al-Kabir Ram purchases.
Yes, indeed.
Mike is there.
Yeah.
And we're going to be talking to him about some of these things.
Yes, indeed. And then Ovie Binitie will be motivating us this week. Yes, we'll be talking about how to stay contented throughout all life's ups and downs.
And then Nigerian hip-hop artist Vector the Viper will be giving us a live performance. And after that, we'll be doing a bit of catch-up with him.
But if they know where you're going, then go block your routes. Me, Nicolai, yo. Me, Nicolai, yo. Me, Nicolai, yo.
right, so Mike has gone to buy a ram.
when we finished abusing him last week, that Mike, you want to be waiting for people to give you a ram instead of you to go and buy your own.
But did you see that news report where the guy said, you know, 2 rams, not so big, cost 300,000?
Wow.
Oof.
And the guy quickly said, it's not my own, no. That's in case his friends and family.
You know, I'm just wondering how people are going to be able to afford it. Because, I mean, it's part of the celebration for this season, and I really do not know why there's a high cost in it, but I really hope at some point it would, well, it's a season already, so
there's just a lot of things that happen around this period. Now, so the summer holidays are on, the kids are at home, meaning a lot more expenses in the house. School fees are coming. Exactly. September is almost here.
A lot of parents their hearts are skipping a bit already.
So if you're going to be shelling out 150,000, 200,000 to buy a ram. But, you know, while we're talking about this on Friday, people sent us comments. Some people were saying, come to Ibadan.
Wow,
that,
cheaper.
That rams are cheaper, you buy it there, and you spend maybe another 10,000 bringing it to Lagos. That's much cheaper than just buying it here.
You can even drive to Ibadan. Ibadan is not far. It's just
but
next.
So people were saying, viewers were saying, you guys come to Ibadan, 200,000. That's crazy, you know, things like that.
It is. But, hey, hopefully we'll be able to get to the bottom of that. And, of course, once the holiday is over, everything usually just drops once again. But we will be getting to Mike soon enough, and we'll find out what he
is up to.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to the news now. Ugochi is on standby for us.
Many thanks, guys. The demolition notice issued on the media outfits by the Oyo State government has been effected. Bulldozers on Sunday morning moved to site of the structure located along the Arealao Orishekola bypass in Ibadan to demolish parts of the edifice, which authorities there insist breach the physical planning laws of the state. Contravention notices had been served to different business consortium in Oyo State in what government says is a major move against property owners who deviated from the originally approved building plans without seeking physical planning approvals. Now, this media outfit had been in the eye of the storm, but government eventually made good its demolition threats. The development sparked widespread criticism from many residents who say they are not happy about the development. The Nigerian leader of the All Progressives Congress, Bola Tinubu, has joined the rest of the world to pay tribute to the late Kofi Annan. Tinubu described the death of the former UN Secretary General as a loss to Africa and the entire world. He says Annan will be remembered for his remarkable role in ensuring stability of the democratic governments in Africa. The Nobel Prize laureate died on Saturday at the age of 80 after a brief illness. And in preparation for tomorrow's Eid al-Kabir celebration in Nigeria, Lagosians are reacting to the price of ram as it comes with mixed feelings, especially at the Magboro Ram Market in Agege Motor Road, Lagos.
As at last year, I was here to purchase a ram. Then the price to this year price is somehow higher, maybe like 30% higher than last year. You understand? So, and I don't know what caused this. I call a friend in North. He told me the price over there is not higher, as in the rate over there is not much the way we are seeing it here. You understand? As in it's lesser in that area than Lagos.
Their price is okay. This 2 ram, I think we can get it for at least 300,000 naira. Yeah, for the 2. We thank God. But I'm not the owner of this ram. It's one of my brother.
The price of this year is very high, but we thank God we are still alive and we have money to buy it. Like this 2 now is of 230. 230. Like last year, I bought the 2 like 120, 130 for the 2.
You can see the Salah fever is very strong, and I'm here to get a ram for my boss. But it's very unfortunately the price. You cut your coat according to your size, but we're still trying to get something. There are different type of ram with sizes with their prices. The recession is making things a little bit harder. But by His grace, we are still going to celebrate it. With the grace of Allah, we know we are going to celebrate it in peace. The smallest one, you can get it for 80, 100, but the biggest one, 250, 240, 250.
We absolutely look forward to tomorrow. And with that, it's a wrap on the news this hour. We'll bring you the weather forecast next on TVC News.
right, people, we are outdoors and we have something special for you this Monday morning. It's this guy standing beside me. His name is Chukwuemeka Ogbonna, aka The Real Bones. He is a contortionist and he's self-taught. Absolutely amazing. He looked on YouTube and just discovered that he was as flexible as those guys and decided that he was going to learn a few tricks. So maybe you can teach me after this, right? All right, so give us something.
Mama called me, oh, just the other day. She said, hello, hello, I'm talking to you, baby. Somebody called me, he can't tell me, say, he see you with Tomoibo. Tell me, are you crazy? Girl, are you foolish? Say you're bad, don't finish, oh. What do they do with your coral? Girl, I'm your mother, you know that I know better, oh. But my mama don't know that love don't care who you be, where you there from. Love don't care at all. Love don't care who you know, where till you get to. Love don't care at all. Papa called me, oh, just yesterday, he said, hello, hello, how you doing, baby? Your brother called me, he gonna tell me, say, he see you with Mr. John, tell me, are you crazy? Girl, are you foolish? Shebank, I don't finish, oh, what do they do with the t-shirt? Girl, I'm your father, your opinion doesn't matter. But my papa don't know that love don't care who you be, where you there from. Love don't care at all. Love don't care who you know, where do you get to. Love don't care at If I love you, no be waiting you be, baby. No more me woo, love, oh. Make I see your love,
All right. Well done, man. Well done. Those moves you were making, you're going to teach me a few of those moves to make my body a bit more flexible. So this thing you're doing is self-taught.
Yes, sir.
That's absolutely amazing. How long did it take you to learn how to make those moves, and how did you discover that you were flexible?
I've been doing this contortion for like 7 years now. I started.
7 years, okay.
I started 2011.
2011. So it's so like 7 years.
Yeah.
And then you just became better and better in doing this.
Yeah, contact practice.
All right. So make sure you check him out on check out some of his moves on Instagram at The Real Bones with like 3 Z's at the end. So check him out and check out some of his videos as well. Well done, man. All right, we'll take a break now. We'll be right back for more on Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. Now, before we begin today's Monday motivation, let's quickly bring you up to speed on tomorrow's Eid al-Kabir celebration. Mike Mesikene has left the studio and is presently at the Magboro Ram Sellers Market in Agege Motor Road in Lagos.
The Magboro Ram Sellers Association right here is that the prices of the rams, of course, differ. Now, over here, we can see the bigger rams. This is where we see the bigger rams here. The ones at this area are the smaller ones, as you can see them here. These ones are the smaller ones. And from what I hear, you can get for even as low as maybe 30,000 naira at this region to about, say, 60, 70,000 naira. But then, when we come over here, these are more or less like what we call the prize rams, you know, the very big ones. And they go as high as maybe 120, 150,000 naira. Now, the people I spoke to all gave the, prices that differ. But one thing we know is that people will come here and they will stay until they can try and get a nice price for what they want. And whichever way, we know it's quite hard. No, people have blamed or attributed the rising cost of the rams to the dollar. I don't know how that would affect the rams here. But then, of course, cost of transportation. Now, as someone I spoke to said, he called somebody in the north and it was cheaper there. Of course, it will be because they have to transport it down here. And the cost of the transportation will be added to what you can get to buy a ram. So this is what the process is like to buy a ram or to sell a ram. I am Mike Mesikene reporting for Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much, Mike. It looks like you're going to be spending quite a bit of your money there today. And please, as soon as you prepare the one you buy today, make sure, tomorrow, make sure you share it with us. We're still talking motivation in the studio today. Contentment, according to the dictionary, is a state of happiness and satisfaction. But because life is a series of ups and downs, some people, in fact, a lot of people, find it hard to retain their state of contentment, especially in the face of lack. We have Ovie Benetier here with us to talk about how to remain eternally contented, even in the face of change. And then on the other hand, contentment. Is it always a good thing? Those are the questions on the table today. You're welcome back to the studio, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me again.
Okay, so quite a lot to discuss. This word contentment, it feels like you need to be appreciative. You need to, be accepting of what you've been handed, or what you've been gifted, what has been gifted to you. But am I getting it from the right perspective here?
Yeah, well, I mean, contentment is being satisfied, being happy with, the current state of affairs.
Okay.
But contentment, is it a good thing, all in all, or does it have its bad sides? Those are the things that, we need to look at this morning.
Okay.
Contentment is good, you are appreciative of life circumstances, but that can easily lead to complacency, a sense of ease, a sense of you have reached a plateau.
Okay.
And then, contentment can be an ambition killer.
Wow. Wow.
So
I know that my children, for instance, I try to make sure that if they ask for something, I do what I can to provide either what they want or something just as good or probably healthier than what they want. And most of the time, they want something else. They want something sweeter, something flashier.
Yeah.
But I try to teach them, this is what mommy has for you. This is what daddy has for you. You have to accept it. So are we putting in the right ideology right now into our kids by saying, this is what we have, take it like that?
Yes and no. Yes and no. There's need to put things in context. Yes, this is what we have, but you can aspire for more.
Okay.
It is the how to aspire for more that now, can be different. That you don't have doesn't mean that you cannot have.
Okay.
But it is not a have at all costs. Now, discontentment is leading people into all kinds of vices. Now, the grass is greener on the other lawn. Not necessarily true, but, it drives away contentment and moves you into another zone of activities. Now, what do you do with contentment? Does it kill your ambition? That is where parents need to channel the thoughts of their children. You understand what I'm saying? So discontentment has nothing to do with whether you are happy with what you presently have or not, but being able to chart a goal for what it is that you desire tomorrow.
Okay.
And that in itself gives you contentment for now, knowing that in 2-3 years' time, doing the right things, going by the right course, you will achieve another level of contentment. Now, we're talking about contentment in different stages of life. What does the baby want? What makes the baby content?
Food, comfort.
Just being cuddled by the mother gives the baby contentment. But then the baby leaves that stage of life into the next stage of life where he now is aware of, you know, other people around it, and then the demands of contentment change. So if you are working presently and you have a stable job, your contentment level is defined. But if something goes awry,
you won't
lose
be
your
contented
job,
with
then
that anymore.
contentment with that situation goes away because suddenly you can't meet the needs that you were meeting yesterday. So contentment is being happy with your present circumstances, which is a very good thing, you know, but once things do not happen the way you want them to happen, discontentment must step in.
Okay, so discontentment in the perspective you're putting it is not always a bad thing.
At all.
Fantastic. But I have to come to this social media generation we find ourselves in.
Yes.
Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, we see pictures of, you know, young people taking pictures with flashy cars, putting on expensive makeup, expensive hair, clothes, probably even borrowing these things to show off with them, as if to say, you know, they're not happy or satisfied with where they are today. Now, this, for me, in my opinion, it can't be a positive.
Definitely not. Definitely not. And it didn't start today. Way back in time, people, you know, travel abroad, and they're going through a really horrendous time. But you know what? They never tell you the true story. They send you pictures sitting, leaning against somebody's car, you know, and act as if it's their car and send the wrong signals home. Now, this is where parenting is critical. You understand? That you are discontent with where you are should not drive you into vices.
Okay.
Discontentment is a good thing when channeled properly. Contentment is a good thing when encapsulated in the right mind. Now, your eyes don't tell you anything. That's something we need to understand. Your eyes don't tell you anything. It is your mind that interprets what your eyes see and then puts them into context. So when you see a man who has, you know, a larger than life lifestyle, it doesn't say anything about him because you don't know anything about him. Now, it is your paradigm, your environment in which you have grown up that now defines him and then puts discontentment of your present circumstances into you, and now you want to be like him.
And then, on the other hand, it's your upbringing that shows or that proves what you're going to use this information
Absolutely.
for. I have to say a big thank you to you for coming to the studio once again
to
speak with us on this. I have to say it's given me something to think about. Discontentment is not always a bad thing. Wow. Okay. All right. And now we have to move on with the show. Thank you so much once again. We will be bringing you a musical performance right about now. Nigerian hip-hop artist Vector is right there.
All right, thank you very much, Titi. With me in the studio this morning is Vector, the Viper, yeah? Hey. And he'll be thrilling us to some beautiful performance. And it's an inspirational song, basically. I guess I am. Are we ready?
Of course we are.
Let's go.
All right. Yeah. Let me, so let's have a little vibe this morning. Yeah. Just a vibe, just a vibe. Yeah.
Gigi Moji, oh, Baba Gbadura, oh,
yeah.
Kaye mi dara, oh, Baba Gbadura, oh, Rolls Royce, no be made with Takura, oh.
Plenty money la fẹ́ bàbá gbà fún wa o. Alright, let's go. See, if na lion teeth, the money day. Not to carry dentist, follow body. My eyes on Zobo, believe me. Ghana must go do YOLO money. Hear many talking about me, saying this VEC now wow. Lafiaji, they hot Lafiaji, but take it easy, Baba Malo wow. Look, many things I want to do, find one will be me. If enemy like, make it on scarf, or you know the rest, call it boring me. Yeah. Gigi Moji, oh, Baba Gbadura. Kaye mi dara, oh, Baba Gbadura. Rolls Royce, no be made with Takura, oh. Plenty money la fẹ́ bàbá gbà fún wa o. Mi ò ṣàmọ̀yé mi. Something you don't know, jollof Fuji jo know. Níbi tẹ́gbẹ́ mi ń bá ṣeré yẹ kémi lè rówó náà. Bàbá dákun dábọ̀ yé o jẹ́ kí n kí owó kàbọ̀. Bàbá ṣe mí lóore, bàbá mi ti ṣe mí lóore. Kirakita o dollar, man. We hustle every day for the dollar. Sharp boy, don't be a dollar. Make hunger no go around your neck, she not your collar. For those people talking about me, saying this VEC now wow. Lafiaji, they hot Lafiaji. Wait, Jesus Christ ni baba o, yeah. Jesus Christ ni baba o, yeah. I don't care what you worship, just hustle with us. Let's go. Yeah. Gigi Moji, oh, Baba Gbadura, Kaye mi dara, oh, Baba Gbadura, Rolls Royce, no be made with Takura, plenty money la fẹ́ bàbá gbà fún wa o. Mi ṣàmọ̀, I got here. Hustle. Get that dough and hustle. Hustle. Get that money and hustle. Hustle. Get that dough and hustle. Yeah, hustle. Good morning, Nigeria. I love you. Yeah.
Welcome back to Still Wake Up Nigeria. We have Olarinwaju Ogunmefun, Nigerian hip-hop artist who released 3 studio albums already.
Yeah. You probably know him best as Vector the Viper.
Yes,
and he gave us a performance just now, a laid-back, chill,
yeah, very chilled.
Yes, mellow rap. Really really nice. Cool for a Monday morning.
Of course, already.
Yeah. You probably know him best as Vector the Viper.
Yes,
and he gave us a performance just now, a laid-back, chill,
yeah, very chilled.
Yes, mellow rap. Really nice. Cool for a Monday morning. Of course, you know. Like that.
Okay, so when it comes to artists, a lot of people have that mindset in Nigeria these days that, you know, this one artist, this one rapper, there's a difference, right? Yeah.
Yes.
But from back, I'm going to say back in the day because we met you a long time ago.
Yes.
You've always had a really, really different type of flair on stage.
Yes.
Take you so much for coming to the studio.
Thanks for having me.
One time. So,
Thanks for having me.
Vector, your
Yes,
journey into hip-hop, when did that begin?
McCarthy Barracks, 99, I think.
99, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's weird. I was walking past Block 4,
And I just hear them kick freestyles, like, yo, what? I'm like,
Yeah.
Okay, this sounds interesting. And I stopped, I was just watching. And he's an optician. Okay, so he was also a very, very intelligent guy. He ran 2 programs simultaneously, in Unilag and in Yabatek. He ran the same year, 2 different programs. Wow. But he also rapped. So he also could freestyle. So I was just like, okay, yeah, okay. I mean, I could beat you mentally. Yeah. So that's how I kind of like started, and I got introduced by them to American hip hop. And it was very, very free. It was the freedom of expression on that side. So that was how I kind of like got glued to it. Then University of Lagos, we started to do the freestyle thing. Like it was 3 years unbeaten.
Oh, wow.
Like 3 years
That's the vector I know.
Later when you were in Unilag, I was in Unilag as well. And, you know, I was with the tribesmen for a while while we were in Unilag. So,
okay. No need to rush me. I will drop and I will let
yeah, you know. So that flow, because there was now like a movement in Unilag just after tribesmen, and you know, you guys were sort of like the ones that were carrying on that flame. And absolutely amazing. So tell us about how the first album came around. You know, 2010. It was.
Yeah, they're about. Then I had gotten signed to a record label, and it only made sense then to make an album. Flair, Fire, Hunger, all the rappers are dead. But it was fun. It was fun making that album. It was fun making the one after as well. But you must grow with time, especially if you're supposed to be like an evergreen type of artist. Whatever you do, you must grow. You can't be stagnant. Yeah. So it has gone from making music about rappers and not giving a damn and everything to totally being self-aware. Yeah. And you want to be able to write lyrics on those type of things. For example, I was amazed at how I was on Instagram asking, let me know your story if you were punished for being a lefty. And you'd be amazed at how many Southpaw stories came underneath. And I was like, oh, wow. So then you realize that your life influences way more people than just, other rappers and stuff. So your music becomes that as well. So that's the growth so far to this point. Yeah.
I have to ask, you know, that temptation to drift away from rap into other aspects of music, it feels like you didn't give in to that temptation.
It's funny, right? Because every type of music that is obtainable now in Nigeria is our music. So we heard King Basu and Ade Marshall as well as kids. We played a lot of Fuji in the house. Yeah. So being able to make Fuji music is part of us. I guess that's what makes a Nigerian artist very unique. Yeah. Like, so I can be very hip-hop, but still know who I'm on when I hear one. You get what I mean? I can be very hip-hop and still know Onyekanwenu. So it's not about me. I've never been the artist that was, I'm a rapper. So to be honest, it's more than rap for me. It's more like music. So it wasn't a problem because I could always be myself on any genre of music I decide to take on.
One of the things I've always wanted to ask, you know, since you won 2 hip hop awards and for best rap, so it wasn't like it was just a random award that you won.
It was twice in a row.
Yeah. So where does a rapper like you go? That I mean, it all started from Unilag when continuously you were unbeaten as a freestyle king. But where does a rapper go mentally to create the kind of lyrics that vector the vibe? Because really, when people talk about you, the fans, whether it's on Twitter, they always talk about the lyrics. Yes. When you talk about Vector the Viper. So where do you go mentally? Or even spiritually to get those, I don't know.
You went there.
Yeah, to get those words that you put down as in your music, in the studio, whatever it is that you do.
So I was born a weird one. Like, I'm Yoruba, but growing up, I've always asked my mom, like, so why must everything the elders say be right, inconsiderate of whether it is or not? So like I've always asked questions, and I've wanted to express that. I've never understood why, as a Nigerian, I must be confined by my environment. Like, I must be only concerned about Nigeria, where, for example, the police brutality on black people, yeah, affects Nigerians. We're black. like it's that type of thing. Yeah. So in my head, when I write music as well, I go to my head side of things. Like I go in there, I'm like, okay, so what do you really feel like? So this is me in the next album titled Teslim. I'm trying to equate intelligence with how, when I was a kid, my dad thought I wanted Eba, whereas it was just meat I was coming for.
Yeah.
Now it's weird how you would never think of the average Nigerian child as being a set-up guy at that age.
Yeah.
But all of us set our parents up. We had to eat meat and ignore the Eba. Everybody did that. So that's a level of intelligence.
Yeah.
So if I'm writing music now, you see me write plenty times, I'll be like, I wonder why my dad thought I wasn't clever.
Yeah.
You get it? So that's where I go in my head. I go to the places where I hope I can touch people differently and not just maybe on the dance floor alone or you know, that fake social political consciousness that is very, very in the air. Not to disrespect anybody, but it's a lot of people, it's a trend for them. Some people are genuine and their intent is pure. Some other people is PR, some other people just, oh, I ain't there, no, yeah, I'm not do that.
Yeah, I get it.
I try to stay away from those things as much as possible. I just go somewhere in my head and pick different ideas.
Yeah.
Speaking of ideas, who gave you the idea that you could act?
You
went there.
I guess it was Christ in me. Because I could do anything I want to do, right? Yeah, I put my mind to it. It's weird. They just called me. I'm like, okay, so we have this script that's about music.
But why Vector, though? Like, I was
well, because a lot of people, well, not too many people, but many of them that are not too many, they know that I am very, very musical. Like, I'm actually bros, I grew up in a white garment church.
Yeah.
You couldn't sing if you didn't play a series of growth instruments from clef or agogo to conga to maybe talking drum, then drum sets, before you can even touch the guitar.
Wow.
Like, so I'm an arrangement freak. That's why I can't do anything with anyone or just like that. I have to. So when they were like, oh, we're trying to make music and everything, do you know, like, we made original soundtracks for those songs as well?
Oh, wow. Okay.
For the movie, I mean. And, yeah, it just fell in place. It was a movie that was about music.
Yeah.
And I guess the
For people that don't know, we're talking about Lara and the
Lara and the
Beat.
Beat. You know, Shay was sitting here just a month or two ago, and she was saying, "Oh, Vibe is so great. Oh, we just hit it off and everything." Yeah, so you guys hit it off. Yeah.
So how well did you
hit it off?
Hit it off on set.
Wow.
We got you there.
I walked into that and I was able to say the same thing. Well, we hit it off quite well. It was a very great experience. I like the fact that it was a Nollywood project, but then it had people shooting from LA. Yeah. So that was when I saw someone say, no, you don't turn off the light, you dim it till it's off. I'm like, okay. Like you're seeing certain levels of professionalism and how they work certain angles and how they build. Like the movie itself is such a different one. So you can't be explained to you until you go to the cinema and actually watch it and you're like, okay. The ending is different from what you see typical in Nigeria. The approach, the angles, everything. It was just, the whole experience was just amazing to me.
Do you ever see yourself transitioning into movies based on this experience?
It might just make sense because nothing limits you as a human being, right?
Yeah, and he's got the height, you know, and the voice.
The fine voice,
the intelligence, so you're ready to take on the world, man.
God's grace is very key in the mix.
You know, I'm going to throw this at you. You have to give us some kind of freestyle. Something, just give us some.
As we go to and we'll pay you with breakfast.
Yes.
We'll pay you with breakfast.
Such a food, you know what FFO is for food only? That's such a way to say.
We'll pay you with breakfast.
Right.
Give us a 20-second or 30-second freestyle as we go to the kitchen.
There's too much in my head, so. Okay, so this is so cursed be the day that the guns were invented, and cursed be the day that the bomb was invented. We destroyed the world, yet we claim we perfected. Is more lies and less good, that's what we have reflected. See lives gone and families torn apart over issues of misunderstanding. I misunder where I'm standing, pretending it is not concerning me now. Now tell me, who is my enemy now? Soldier go, soldier come, right? Orphan kids, widowed moms, and sad friends, obituaries reading we lost a rare gem, and pain traveling farther than the waves of the FM. Well, they send the boys to war. They claiming it's a fracture when it's just a little sore. The soldier will pick up his bag and he will say to his wife, I'll be back, my dear, but even he knows it's another life.
Amazing.
Deep.
Vector the Viper. I know why you win those awards. I was about to take you on a freestyle battle.
Okay. From the Tribes era?
Yeah, but I just decided that, you know what?
Yomi, please don't try yourself.
I shouldn't try myself.
We need you on this show. We don't want the CEO hearing it and wondering why he employed you.
This is such a... I feel like I'm about to be stuffed with...
Food!
Okay, so Uncle V made this morning. We have chicken pasta stir fry, plantains,
So are you an uncle or an uncle?
I think wow, Yomi, really?
No, are you an uncle?
We're talking about the food, and then you just...
Are you an uncle or an uncle?
Are you trying
Uncle
to
V. Uncle V. Can you please take us through the process quickly?
Okay. Right here we have stir-fried chicken pasta. Before it got to this point, we just had ordinary pasta.
Yeah, of course.
And then we actually fried the chicken. It's actually chicken breasts, chicken fillet, no bones. So we fried it and we poured the vegetables in it.
There's something special about the plantain, right?
Yeah.
What's special about the plantain?
It has cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Yeah, it has cinnamon sprinkled.
That's an egg, right?
Yeah, that's sunny side up eggs.
Wow. Okay, doesn't look like the egg I used to.
And when you say chicken fillet, that's just boneless chicken in Nigeria. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just saying so that...
It's always like, Vector, let's make sunny side up eggs. I'm like, yeah, we live in Nigeria. Sunny side up is...
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it looks good.
It looks good. I'm not so hungry. Is what it's so.
Yeah, you will be hungry by first.
You will start from somewhere.
You got start from the chicken.
On the food now. What do you think?
He's about to give us another freestyle.
Raw season, it actually tastes very nice.
All right.
It's expected, but they're not so expected because it's chicken, you know.
Wow.
But it's
Okay. We have to go now. Big thank you to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories on Wake Up Nigeria.
And of course, Fola, thank you so much at Fola's Place for our hairstyling. Hope you had a great time with us this morning. It's been a marvelous Monday.
It has been. Yeah. It has been. Nice.
We'll be doing this all through the week.
All through the week. Tomorrow's a public holiday.
Am I eating all through the week?
If you want to come back, you're always welcome.
Look, you know how they say, I'll sing for food. So,
wow.
Every day.
Sing for your supper, sing for your breakfast.
You just called me homeless. It's weird.
No. Come on now.
But we will be back. Check us out online with
forget.
our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria. And we'll be right there with you throughout the day. But we'll be back here tomorrow, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Your faces. Mwah, people. Bye.
Bye.